When I was growing up, there was no social media. There was media, but no social media. And being a media personality and being in showbiz, I was the victim of media. I enjoyed media. I benefited from media, but there was no social media. Social media basically means that it's available to society, I guess, as a whole, not just a handful of people that are celebrities. Of course, the media scrutiny that came with being in showbiz was largely personal, because they were really interested in your personal life, and whether it was across film magazines and glossies and maybe color supplements and newspapers, that you were your professional and personal exploits were always sort of under magnifying glass and a scanner, and they wrote what they wanted to say, and sometimes you got your say, but you never always had the opportunity to clarify. Nowadays, of course, through social media, you can get on your Twitter account, you can get onto your various Facebooks, etc., and you can clarify something was said about me and it's not true, and this is the truth to it, and instantly all the people that know you and follow you, get the real picture. It's happened with politicians, film stars, cricketers. Everyone gets to have their say, which is wonderful and really nice. Back then, fans wrote you letters. You had hundreds of letters coming home, and it was so amazing to open these letters and have all this love. Some people wrote in blood, which is something you can't do on social media. It doesn't have to be their own. I'm sure they just went to a butcher shop and took some chicken blood or something and pretended it was their own. Who knows? But I'm just saying the whole thing was so dramatic and so real and so tangible because it was in your hand and you were staring at it. And you couldn't press a delete button if you had to tear it and burn it or toss it. It was a physical action, which is it's just very different.
If I was getting letters now, you would be like peeping into them and reading them and stuff.
No, I would not be peeping into your letters. Even when your school letters come in, I show them to you. Aalia, can I open your school letter?
You wouldn't be intrigued by a school letter.
Aalia, firstly, I'm not a snoop, okay? I'd be so happy a love letter's come for you. I'd be like, Aalia, look, there's a love letter that's come.
Why would you want that? Yeah.
Why can't I be happy about the fact a love letter's come for you? I mean, how nice.
This is what I mean. She's such a...
No, it's not weird. It's just sweet. I think.
It's really not.
See, now the things are okay. Then it's on your phone, so I know when okay, for example, now if you're on your phone and that silly smile comes on your face, I know something is going on that phone because
really
the way
funny?
you're smiling and the way you're looking at your app,
that's not the problem because
etc.
she assumes things. Like there was a funny group chat going on, and she was like, "Who is it?" And I was like, it's a group chat. Who is it? And I was like, "Mama, it's a group chat. There's a funny conversation going on. Who is it?" And I was like, oh my god, it is the most frustrating thing on this
She can say whatever she wants. I know her and I know that smile that comes on her face. There's a particular look.
This is what I mean.
And it's sweet, it's endearing. Aalia, you're my daughter. I would want love for you. I would not want hate for you.
You're so weird. You try to say, why are you such a weird person? Why can't you just be a normal person? You're so weird.
This is what I mean. This is absurd. Like in my time, if I fell in love, my mother would be so happy I fell in love. It's such a wholesome, nice emotion. All these wholesome things are
fall in love
not,
with every
not,
you sneeze and you fall in love. What do you talking about?
That is so not true, Aalia. I mean, it takes a lot of wooing, a lot of time, a lot of
and you fall in
effort.
love, please.
Make it sound like I sneeze every day, So
so
clearly I sneeze
right
I sneeze every few years, But that's in that case I sneeze every few years. So whatever. So I mean, speak respectfully. You know exactly how many relationships I've had. You know exactly how they've come into my life. You know exactly how they wooed me. So be respectful of that space, Aalia. Also,
We just had a whole discussion on however entitled their own opinion.
No, you're entitled to an opinion, but you're not entitled to give false information.
You fall in love with everything.
How do I fall in love with everything? Do you know how many people, at the cost of sounding immodest, do you know how many people pursue your mother and how many people I've created these walls for which you yourself say, Mama, you create walls this high, you create walls this high, you create walls that high, you create walls so high, only the psychos coming. Why are those walls there? So those walls are there because I have these filters and barriers in place, and I'm very, very particular about who walks through those doors into my home, into my life, into my children's life. I'm very particular about that. I am. It matters to me. So give a little respect there. Okay?
Please move on. Please.
Thank you. Social media is responsible for one of my relationships. I met him on Facebook. We actually had an argument on somebody else's Facebook page about charities and stuff like that. And we had some sort of disagreement, but an interesting intellectual disagreement, so to speak. And he then sent me a friend request, and I thought, I'm very particular. Even I have let him to my Facebook page, and I sort of stared at it, and I thought, should I let him on my Facebook page? So then I thought, well, let him on, and if he's some sort of creepy fellow, I'll just knock him off again. And it just developed into this really lovely, healthy kind of chatty space, and he seemed really nice and really interesting and really wonderful. Then he invited me to come to his universities to attend something, and went and met him, and then we just
You make it sound so bad. We said to his universities. You have to clarify that he wasn't in university. Please clarify that.
Okay, I'll say that again. Okay.
No, just clarify. It will be very funny.
No, he was not in the university. He was in charge.
You never know with you. Are you sure?
No, Mama.
Ow! What is wrong with you? There's hot coffee on me.
I date men who are in university. She has this really bad impression of me.